Hi Flosstube, it's Bree here with brees.stitching.stuff, and welcome to my channel. It's video 12, and today is April 30th, 2020, and this is a channel all about cross stitch. I haven't done a Flosstube video in like 2 weeks now, so I'm glad to be back and sharing a little bit of my stitchy update. So thank you so much to all my subscribers and likers and returners. It's been so much fun making these videos and getting to know everybody outside of YouTube over on Instagram. It's been so great. So thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos and being part of my cross stitch journey. And welcome to all my new viewers today. I hope you stick around, see what I'm stitching, and follow me over on Instagram so we can share pictures of what they're working on. So yeah, I'm excited. It's been really nice to have something to look forward to every week to film and to read my comments and all that stuff. So it's been awesome. So thank you so much. Today is my little sister's birthday. She's 36, I believe. Yeah, I think she's 36. So happy birthday, Katie. I posted a cute picture of us when we were little over on Instagram. So my sister is a lot shorter than me, and she always has been. And she has like the more olivey color skin tone, and she has really dark hair and dark eyes. So, and I was always like a towhead, like white hair when I was little. So it was always funny growing up because people never believed that we were actually related, let alone sisters, but we are. So let's get right into cross stitch, you guys. I'm excited. I haven't done a ton this week. I've been working on other stuff other than cross stitch, and I've been working on a gift for cross stitch, so I can't show it. But I do have a previous finish that I totally forgot about. Let me grab it. This was something I did at the very beginning of me cross stitching. I just printed off a, free pattern online, and it's Brooks Books Publishing. The designer is Brooke Nolan. It's called Land That I Love. And this is my finish. I'm really excited about how I did it. I believe this is on a 28 count. I did all my own colors. I followed similar colors in her pattern, but I think I changed like the lettering colors, and I didn't have all the exact colors, so I just kind of guesstimated. So how I finished it was I put the stitched piece on a piece of sticky board, and then I did a fabric covered sticky board here, and then I did a ripped fabric ruffle. I put some brown fabric like behind the stitching over the back, and then I put it on just like a piece of it's the particle board, but it has the print for wood, like with a wood on it, like it's for I did it accent wall in my house with this, and it was just an extra piece I had, and then I hung it from some of the same fabric I used, and yeah, and then I put the same brown fabric on the edges just because they were like raw particle board, so it looked silly, so I just covered the edges with the brown fabric I used here just to give it a nice finish. I have a little spot in my mud room that this hangs, and it's up high, that's why I kind of always forgot that I did it, but I love it. I was really proud of myself after I did this one. So yeah, the crosses are pretty good on it too for being the beginning of my cross stitch journey. Alrighty, so whips, let me grab them, hang on. I worked on quite a few things apparently, because I have a bunch of my project bags here. So I'll show you what I worked on, and they're not in any order whatsoever. Yesterday I worked on my long dog samplers quilts. This is with the hashtag leap day, I don't even remember, 2 Martini Stitcher did it. It was like Leap Day Long Dogs sale, something like that. I'll leave the hashtag down below, but we started long dog samplers on Leap Day. And so every 29th you're supposed to pull it out, work on it a little bit. So this is the one I picked for mine, and I'm doing the DMC conversion, but I am changing the trees to green instead of the autumn colors. So I didn't do much on this yesterday. I kind of just pulled it out for a little bit and put a few stitches in, just because I remembered it was the 29th. So I added the dog, finished up this grass here, and I started adding this little garden down here. And then if I have like enough thread from here, I'll add another triangle to my border. But I'm really liking it. This is on a 28 count Lugana. I can't remember the color. I think it's sage or something like that. I've been doing a lot of stitching on 32 count, and this 28 count seems so much bigger than the 32 count. So I'm kind of sad. I kind of wish I would have started this on a 32 count, but it's okay. I'll keep going. But I'm loving this. It's so cute. It's a really cute pattern, and it's really fun to stitch. So we'll see. It's huge, so we'll see how long it takes. This one I am keeping track of my time on. I kind of decided to stop keeping track of my time on all my new starts. So the starts that I had started keeping track of my time on, I'll continue. But all my new starts, I don't know. It's just more enjoyable for me just to pick up a stitch and start stitching than having to pull out my notebook, add in time, if I have to stop. I stop stitching all the time. I can't just sit and stitch for very long because I have kids now, you know, at home all the time now. Husband's at home all the time. So I don't have the ability to just keep stitching. So I'd have to keep, you know, I have to stop my time, and, you know, that kind of thing. So at this season in my life, I think I'm going to stop keeping track of my time on all my new starts. Hang on. But only because I keep stopping and starting. So actually I'm going to show that in a second. My next one that I worked on some is Mary Needleworker, and this is a stitch along that we're doing with Kimberly and Becky. It's hashtag Friends of Mary sale. I am doing the daytime version. There is a nighttime version one as well. There's Lindy Stitcher's Facebook group. People have been posting pictures of work on this as well as with our hashtag. Renda, one of my last giveaway winners, she's doing this, but she's doing it split down the middle. And she has one side going with the nighttime version and one side going with the daytime version. So she has the two different colorways. Oh, it's so cool. It's so pretty. And she even the fabric is dyed different colors on each side. It's amazing. Go check out the hashtag and the Lindy Stitcher's Facebook group. And she posts pictures on there all the time. It's incredible. This is a really, really pretty pattern and really fun to work on. So, let's see where I'm at. So I got the strawberry, the vine, and the scissors on this side working more. This is on a 32 count Lugana. It was white, and then I did some dye just to kind of grunge it up a little bit. I think that's all I've worked on since the last time I showed you guys. It's super pretty. I love it. I really like this fabric too. It's been really nice to work on. I just got it from 123 Stitch, I think. So go check out that hashtag. It's really, really, really fun to watch. Even if you're not stitching it, just to kind of watch people's versions of how they're stitching it up. It's really awesome. Kimberly is doing this really pretty purpley color for her, like a really like heavily variegated coloring for her skirt. It's super pretty. And then she's also changing up some of the other colors. She's kind of doing her own thing. You know how it goes. And then this is my, it's Mother's Day by Blackbird Design. This is part of my Stitch 10 and 20 with Farm Girl Michelle. She's doing the Stitch 10 and 20 this year. So you pick 10 projects, sewing or cross stitching, and then the goal is to have it finished by February of 2021. So this was on my list for that, but it's also my sampler for the year, for the 2020 samplers. I think Brenda Gervais or something, I think she started something like that. So this is a really pretty pattern. I am doing the called for over-dyed flosses, and this is where I'm at. I'm really liking it. So I got more of the border done. I filled in the diamonds up here. I finished this whole upper flower, and now I have started the alphabet. This is on a 32 count. Picture This Plus. I can't remember the color, but it is fantastic. I love Picture This Plus. And I'm kind of mad at myself for trying it because I really like it. So now I'm going to want it all the time, but that's okay. It's only a little bit more money than just the plain Zweigart. But yeah, I really like this. This is really pretty and really fun to stitch. So yeah, and I'm liking working with the floss on this one because yeah, I think there is a couple colors I chose in DMC just because I didn't think they needed to be the overdyed because it's just like little tiny pieces of design. So it kind of seems silly to spend more on the floss for if you're not really even going to see like the different colorations. But like the flowers, like you definitely see the colors change, and so I really wanted those ones to be, but otherwise no. Hang on. We have a 7-Eleven by us. I don't know if you guys have it. It's like a convenience store, but it's literally right around the corner from my house, and we go there every morning to get coffee. I love their coffee. Is fantastic. I don't know why. Alrighty, and then another start, or I started this on my Cross With Me video the other day. So it's the And a Forest Grew. So I worked on this a little bit more after that video. I am doing all the called for DMC. I'm doing this on a 32 count cream Lugana. Hang on, it's huge. Let me just fold it so that you can actually see the stitching. And that's where I got. So I stitch page by page. I go across the page and then across the page, and then I'll start the next page. I usually go down. I don't know how, I think I will go down this one just to kind of get this side of the fabric filled in. This is just my corner mark for giving myself a little bit of border. I just use a friction pen, which is, it goes away with heat, but I love it. I'm doing this one floss over 2 threads on the Lugana, and I'm liking it. I really like the coverage I'm getting with it. I like the look of it. The only thing is like the bird. I kind of think the coverage is a little too spotty. I might, just because it's so dark compared to the background so you can see it really well, I may go back and add to it, but I think from far away it doesn't matter. It's just when you're like, you know, up close staring at it. So yeah, I really like this one. This one's really pretty and really fun to stitch. I'm still looking for a different quote to put in the center there, but I really like it. And I really like having the flosses for it like set up in the plastic bin. I was looking, I think Michelle Bendy always talks about the bendy flips. I can't remember the name of the Etsy shop that sells them, but it's a vinyl holder for your bobbins of floss. So I had gone on there and looked to see it. I was contemplating getting them because I really like having it that like nicely organized and seeing every number and every color. Because right now I just have them. I bobbinate my flosses, and then when I'm working on them, I throw them in a floss away bag and put them in my project bags. So it gets to be a little messy, but so then I have a new start as well, and I made a cute little project bag for it. It's bright pink on the inside. So this is Serena by Lila's Studio. I bought this I think last month or the month before. Kimberly Ann told me about it, so I had to go buy it. So I started this up. I dyed my own, excuse me, I own my own fabric for it. And I pulled my own colors, just kind of tried to match what was in the pattern. And that's where I'm at. So this is a 32 count Lugana. It was a white, and then I just did multiple processes. I did with a teal and a gray Rit dye until I got to the color that I liked. So it's such a pretty pattern. And I'll most likely frame it. So I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing my own floss colors. So like, for example, like this down here, this little like starfish called for an over-dyed floss, but I didn't have it. So I took 2 different DMC colors and just kind of did a blend with it. And it gives it, I don't know if you can tell in the picture, but it gives it that nice subtle variegation on each of the stitches. So I don't know, and I did that with the green as well. For the leaves, I did 2 DMC colors, just so that each stitch can be just a smidge different. It did call for Krynic on there. I don't have any in stash, so I probably won't add any. There's also some beading. I have one Mill Hill beads kit that I have yet to, I started stitching it, and then there were spots where beads had to go and it made me crazy, so I took it away. So I don't know if I'll add the beads or not. I might just do like French knots or something like that where the beads are, so we'll see. I had no finishes this week at all. Like I said, I have been working on a gift, so I can't show you guys that one, but that had been taking up a lot of my time for stitching when I was able to stitch. And I also won Kimberly's giveaway, this super cute pattern, Country Cottage Needleworks. What does it say? Love is in the air. It's really cute. I was excited. I got it in the mail, and she even gave me some backing fabric so I can make a little pillow out of it, or if I wanted to mount it, I can have the red fabric as the background. So yeah, thanks Kimberly. Yee. That was the first like Flosstube giveaway that I've ever won. I have haul. Is anybody else shopping like an insane amount right now? I can't stop. I've been texting Becky, like, please make me stop. I can't stop. I just keep thinking of all these things that I want, and I have all this time. So yeah, it's getting a little crazy. So I had ordered this a long time ago on 123 Stitch and just have been waiting for it to come in. So it finally came in the other day. This has been on my wish list for a little bit. It's Plum Street Samplers, the Milk and Cream Company. I love a good cow. And that lady in there, she's so cute. So I got that one. I got that Stitch People book, so I ordered a chunk of 14 count Ada, which looks so huge compared to my 32 count. But it's touch of gray. So we'll see, play around with that. And I got some DMC colors for like the hair and the skin and the lips and stuff like that, just a couple different colors. Because I'm really liking working on that Stitch People book. It's a lot of fun. If you buy the book, there's a private Facebook group that you can join, and there's videos that she posts sometimes. People ask questions about the different patterns and different suggestions. It's fantastic. It's a lovely, lovely group. And it's a really fun book. So, and then my next one was the Little House Needleworks, Farm Life. I can't remember who I saw was stitching this, but I was like, oh my gosh, it is so cute. So I actually bought it on 123 Stitch, and I just hit buy all minus the fabric. So there are 2 threads that I'm still waiting for because they were out of stock, which is totally fine because I have no idea when I'm going to even start this. But these are the couple of pieces of fabric that came with it. So you got a couple bamboos, Queen Bee. This one's so pretty. I love a good yellow. Barn door. Wagon wheel. and then Weeping Willow, and then there's another green coming in, and then there's also DMC that is called for in the pattern, and there was another DMC that wasn't in stock, so I'll wait for that, no big deal. Like I said, I have no idea when I'm going to start that, so it doesn't matter if it's not here yet. But, and then that is it for that. I was going to show you guys, so Mania starts tomorrow. So I had already done my video and told you guys how I was going to do it. So starting tomorrow, I'll pick one of my main projects and then stitch on it for 6 days and then switch out. I was also thinking of giving myself like one day during the weekend to work on a previous whip, just to kind of break it up a little bit. And I really want to get more done on the Mary Mary, and I want to get more done on my Serena, because it's not a huge chart, so I don't have that much longer to actually finish it. So I didn't have a picture of one of my Mania starts last year, so I wanted to show you guys. So it's this one from, oops, this one right here from Cross Country Stitching. It's from 2004. So it's this welcome one that I'm doing. This was my unicorn chart that I had found over on eBay, and it's like in perfect condition magazine. So I just have a working copy of that, and I just keep this in a protective cover because there are several patterns in here that I actually really would like to stitch. So that is probably going to be my very first Mania start tomorrow, because I really, really love this one. I typically start in the up left corner, but I think I might actually start on the bottom just because I really love, this little border here, and I love the welcome. So I might start down the bottom just to have that done. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, this will be my first Mania start tomorrow. I think what I'm gonna do is I don't know if I'll do a floss tube throughout May every week, just because I'll be working only on one project, so it's gonna be kind of boring. So I might do like another stitch with me type video, like every other video maybe I'll do a stitch with me, just because I think sitting here showing you the same chart, like only one chart for the week, would be pretty boring, even though I'll have some haul. So my plans right now are to go ahead and just do like an every other video, do a stitch with me and a floss tube type thing during May, just because yeah, I just think it'd be kind of boring, because I'm only doing the one project per week thing, so it's not like I'm having a new start every day like some people are. I forgot to bring it. I also got my Fortnite fabrics in for the month of April. It was beautiful again, so I really love that group. Yeah, if you're looking for fabric just to kind of start building up your stash, check out Fortnite Fabrics. They have a website now. I can't remember exactly what it is, but if you go over to the Facebook group, it's in there. There's a link in there. I think that's it. I had pretty good comments about my Stitch With Me video, so, and I really enjoyed doing it out. I think I'm going to do a different angle next time though, so that was a lot of fun. And floss tubers I'm loving this week. So I have been a little behind on floss tubes, so I've been just kind of catching up with my regulars who I talked about before, but I did find a new floss tuber to me. Her floss tube name is Mrs. Flossie. She is newer to cross stitch, I believe, and newer to doing videos as well. She also has like some other like cooking tutorial type things on her channel as well. But she has some really great finishes, some really great stitching, so check her out. She's really, really nice to follow. And yeah, but I am done talking about my cross stitch. I do have a sewing update because it's part of my Stitch 10 and 20. So if you don't want to watch anything other than cross stitch, then thank you so much for joining me. If you want to stick around and see what I've been working on elsewhere, hang in. So I had 2 quilts on my Stitch 10 and 20. So I had finished my Women of Courage already, and then I had my barn block from Sew Samplers, from last year's Sew Sampler boxes from Fat Quarter Shop. So I got more blocks done. I am up to, I think I only have 4 blocks, but I'm excited. So I got this one. I got all my fabrics cut, ready to go, and then I've been slowly stitching them together. There are a ton of pieces in each block. So it takes me a good chunk of time to just do one block. So I got that one done. I really like it. And these are not the exact fabrics, but similar to what they are. I'm excited. This is going to be, I think it's like a full-size type of quilt size. And it's black and white and gray. So I think it'll be a nice neutral quilt to have in my house. And then this one. So yeah, I love it. I have all the I have the backing fabric and all that fun stuff for it already. So once I actually get it done, I can finish it. I'm waiting for, I've been ordering some stuff for my quilting because I have a lot of stuff I need to finish. So I actually ordered a whole roll of batting. So I'm just waiting for that to come in. Shipping is just super slow everywhere. There's just nothing you can do about it. It's just what it is. So, and I ordered some more threads and stuff like that. Actually, our Michaels, which doesn't have any fabrics, but they have curbside pickup right now. And I was able to order some DMC that I needed for a chart, and a 4 screw I didn't have all the floss for. I was missing some. So I was able to order from them, and then my daughter and I wanted to make a spring wreath for our door. So I ordered all that, and within like 2 hours it was ready for pickup. I went and picked it up and went home, and we were able to do our thing. So I hope more stores start doing that kind of stuff, so that if us crafters need stuff, we can go ahead and just order it and go pick it up, because I know for me, I'm running out of other craft supplies. So that was exciting. A little show update. I've been watching TV. On Netflix, there's a new season of Legacies on. I don't know if you guys have watched. So it's the continuation of Vampire Diaries and the originals. And then Legacies came out last year, I think. And then this year they had the second season, and then probably won't be until next year for the third season. But it was awesome. If you liked the Vampire Diaries, watch the originals, and then watch Legacies. They're awesome. It's about vampires and supernatural people. So Legacies is like at a school. So they have vampires, werewolves, and witches. So yeah, it was really good. It was a really good season. I'm excited for the next one. And then on Hulu, one of their original shows, Little Fires Everywhere. Yesterday I was having, I needed a mental break yesterday. And my kids are all old enough to kind of fend for themselves. So when I have days like that, my kids are okay with it, and they just let me do my thing, and I just veg, basically. So yesterday I watched Little Fires Everywhere. It was a fantastic show. It is pretty emotional though. So, but they did a really, really good job with it. I really, really liked how they did it. So I don't know if there'll be a continuation of it. I mean, the story pretty much ended. I mean, if Hulu wanted more money and you wanted to use those actors again, I know that there's a way they could probably expand it, but the story was pretty much, done at the end of the season. So, if you don't mind watching a little bit of emotional type shows, it does deal with like abortions and adoptions and that kind of stuff. So if that is kind of a trigger point for you, don't watch it. But if watching that kind of stuff doesn't bother you, the acting was fantastic, and how they filmed it was really good too. So new Hulu and Netflix, their like original shows and movies are really good. Like, it's impressive at how well they do. So, and the names of the actors that they have for it. So anyways, that is it. I hope everybody is doing okay and doing well, and that you guys are getting your lots of stitchy time in and having fun. And I hope the weather by you is getting nicer, so you can get outside more, open your windows, and just be present. So I hope you guys all stay happy, healthy, and calm. Bye.